Hey Taurus babies, this is EJ from Taurota. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope you guys have a good week. I hope you caught the weekly update. I put that up last night, I think. And that update is good from today through next Sunday, April 21st. This here is Taurus, your Dig Deeper Love reading for April, May 2019. We do 3 cards for recent past, 3 cards for current energy, and 3 for future energy. I'll pull 1 card for your overall from the bottom of the deck, and I'll do 3 cards for guidance from the universe. And at the end, I will pull the Trust Your Vibes Oracle card from the Sonia Choquette deck. I might pull 1, I might pull 2. Depends on how the reading goes. It has been tricky trying to navigate all this jackass energy. That's what I'm going to say. It has been very tricky. And I'm about ready to just go sit in the middle of the street and just shake my tail and be done. Because it's too much. I like stability and all this uncertainty. It ain't working. I ain't feeling it. Alright, let's cut the cards, Taurus. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. So let me just be a creepy bugger and pull the overall energies, the Temperance card. And if you just want to know what's next to it, the 3 of Wands, I'll just put that there. And let's get it popping, Taurus. So the first card, the 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the Tower. Current energy, Queen of Swords, centerpiece or challenge card, the 6 of Coins. Current energy, last card is the Chariot. Future energy, the Hierophant, 8 of Cups, and the Lover's card. Oh, jeez. Man. Woo. Recent past. Well, okay, let's talk about the overall energy being Temperance. A lot of people tag a lot of things onto the Temperance card, but the one thing that it always rings back to me, no matter what deck, but particularly this deck, because she did a really good job of putting it together. It's about balance. I've been hollering about balance. Everybody I talk to, I've been talking about balance, because everybody got too much of this over here and not enough down here, and they ain't got enough up here. Balance, people. If you're working Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, 9 to 5, whatever your hours are, midnight to 8, however it's working for you. You work, you sleep. We have, and we're not good at this. We're very creative, but sometimes we get in our little rut, and that's all we're doing. Go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home. You need balance. If you have not gone to an art museum, if you live near water and you haven't been to the beach, I know some folks, if you haven't seen a good concert, if you haven't binged watched some madness on Netflix or Hulu or Voodoo or whatever, get some balance in your life, Taurus. I don't know why. I'm probably talking more to me than I am to you, but for real, this is the overall energy. So we already know there's probably some things out of whack. Your overall energy, this is kind of, you're feeling like you are out of whack and you need to find some balance, but you're just not sure what to do or how to do. I'm going to tell you to keep working on it. If you've just been going to work, taking care of the kids, taking care of your husband or your wife, and that's it, it's time to add some spice to this. Let's go through this, Taurus. So your recent past, caught up in that old thought, and your brain caught on fire because you overanalyzed something, overthought something, and it actually caused you a setback in your relationship. From there, we get to the 9 of Cups. And see, these 9s, that's what I'm looking at. And down here, you got an 8. These 9s are telling me you completed a cycle. Going through, in your head, oh, he hasn't called me. Oh, he hasn't been here. I haven't seen him. Or her. However it's resonating. Oh, they're cheating. Blocking your own success, Taurus. That's what you ended up doing. and ended up actually creating a tower moment. So those of you that have had some kind of issue with your partner in the last month, there it is. There it is. And in part, I'm going to say it's probably because you're out of balance. When you start overthinking things, you're not getting enough affection. You're not, enough people are not listening to you. Pick it, whatever it is. Your lover is not talking to you enough. You aren't doing enough extra stuff. You're not changing up the routine in the bedroom, however it's resonating. And that causes this to happen. When they are engrossed in doing something else or fixing something else or taking care of work or something else, you just get in your head, you overanalyze, you overthink, and it just causes problems. You block what you're actually trying to do, and then, of course, it causes a big fat blowout. From there, your current energy, Queen of Swords, typical. You done had this blowout, you all butt hurt, so now you're going to be the school teacher and shit, and go to the blackboard. I will not allow you to do that, and you have to call me every day at 6 o'clock. Okay, y'all know where I'm going with this. Your centerpiece card, being the 6 of coins, it's like you're spending your relationship currency on the wrong shit. And I'm going to have to explain that because I know people are going, what? There's give and take in every relationship. Come on now, we're talking about balance. And you have currency. If your partner likes a good spaghetti meal with a glass of red wine, this is not something you do all the time. And you decide this Saturday you're going to do this, and you do it for your partner, and y'all have a good, that's currency. You do something they like to do, they remember that. That's how it should go. They remember that, and they do something for you. And it becomes a back and forth. But sometimes we can get in relationships and use up our currency because we start doing dumb shit. We overthink the process. We overthink what's going on. We add on extra. This is about exaggeration, okay? We add on extra, okay? They went out of town. They didn't call you. Okay, well, you knew they were going out of town, and sometimes that happens. You have to be realistic. You cannot expect people to be on perfection. I am that way also, and I'm a Taurus. I'm expecting people to be just as practical and pragmatic. I know every day I need to call home at 8 o'clock. Everybody else ain't on that shit. I'm just saying. And just looking at the cards, you might be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, a Libra, another Taurus, a Pisces, a Cancer. But you got to understand, whoever it is that you're dealing with, whoever your partner falls in the zodiac, you have to understand, if they're not a Taurus, it's not going to be the same. They're going to process it different, even if you're with a Taurus. If they have different planets, different, their rising sign is something different. I know Tauruses that have Gemini rising signs. Yeah, that's some other tripped out shit. Because now you're dealing with like 10 people. One of them wants to be stable. Everybody else wants to fly around. I'm just saying. Just work with me here. Sometimes you got to understand where your partner is. Be realistic about it. Every time somebody walk out the door doesn't necessarily mean they're cheating. This is your challenge. This is a centerpiece card. Spending your relationship currency on the wrong bullshit. So now you didn't cause the blow up here, obviously, because somebody overthought it, messed up what they would wish was almost there. Whatever you were wishing for, trying to get your relationship to the next level, gonna move in together, whatever. You straight up stunned at that. And again, the overall energy being about balance. Want to be the school teacher, come up with all these rules because your butt hurt. Now you got to look at where the relationship is. And let me say this. This is going to be for Tauruses that are in relationships that are probably under a year or 18 months. So this is somebody you probably just started kicking it with maybe the beginning of last year, at the very earliest, the end of 2017. But this is really resonating to me with people that just got hooked up with people last year sometime. And so it's still a new relationship. And if you didn't start out living together and you lived apart, there's things you don't know, and you may have decided to move in together or spend more time on each other's turf. You come over here, I go over there. And you're not If you like the person, you're not quite where you want to be. You're not comfortable just yet because the relationship is still kind of, you don't know, we're going to do this, is he going to do that, or she going to go there. You're still kind of in that little funky, fucked up phase of, I really like this person. Where the hell is this relationship going? Okay? And especially in the beginning of relationships, at the early part, that's anything under 2 years old, you really do deal with this relationship currency shit. And I know y'all like, the fuck is she talking about? But you do. And those this is resonating with, y'all know what I'm talking about. And sometimes you can waste that currency by overthinking things. And you get to the point of overthinking things because you're out of balance. All of this got you thinking, should I stay or should I go? Am I ready for a relationship? What the fuck? I didn't know. I was overthinking, whatever. Or maybe you haven't even come to the realization yet. But now you're at a point where you're thinking, do I really want to keep this relationship? Or am I entertaining bringing another person? There's your other card right there. Am I entertaining bringing another person into this? Your future energy starts off with the Hierophant. So immediately, this is our card. This is a Taurus card. This is about commitment of all things, commitment. And in this deck, it's particularly about that part of commitment that you can't see. What you commit to, and it's not necessarily just committing to moving in together and being a couple, but it's those pieces. This is really resonating back from a spiritual aspect, if you will. It's that shit you can't see that binds you, that makes that relationship what it is, that makes you miss that person when they're not there. It's all that stuff you can't see. Again, it goes back to the same thing. You got to have some balance. And in order to approach any kind of relationship with the thought of commitment, you got to go into it with at least a little bit of balance. If you don't, and sometimes balance, let me say this too, it's not just about what you're doing. It's not just about going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. You have to be mentally balanced too. So if you are, and you may not know this, because this happens to a lot of people and they don't realize they're overwhelmed until they're overwhelmed and they're about to lose all their shit. But if you've got a lot of stuff going on at work, I know I did the weekly update yesterday for Taurus, and I saw a lot of stuff, and I felt a lot of stuff going on at work. I've talked to about 5 Tauruses in the past 2 days. They got shit going on at work. Jesus. I'm just saying, when you got all that kind of stuff in your head, and when you come home, it's still in your head. And then at 8 o'clock at night, after you ate dinner and did your last belch, you still got that crap rolling around in your head. And then at 10 o'clock, when you in there brushing your teeth, you're ready to get into bed, and you know that bitch said something else to me today. I really didn't appreciate that. You still got this rattling in your head. And I understand mentally you're trying to work this out. You're trying to understand why people in the office have lost their fucking mind and what the hell is going on. But like I told somebody a couple of weeks ago, I did a reading. When you bring that energy home, it affects everything in your home. Your dog, your cat, your lover, the mailman, because you take on a different thing and you don't realize it because it's you in your head. So you got dressed, you ate breakfast, you went to work, you had lunch, you fell out with whoever you fell out with at work, you had a good laugh, you got in your car, you came home, you've made dinner, you still got stuff rattling around in your head about what's going on at work, and you're not really in the present, in the moment. How you jacked up. And you will just be out of balance, mentally out of balance. And then when you're mentally out of balance, then it begins to manifest itself physically. So now all you're doing is coming to work and going home, or you're still in the same little environment with the same people. You go to happy hour with people from work, and you don't branch out beyond. They bring this shit home, and then that thing, that intangible with your relationship, you can't really make that connection because you kicking off a different kind of energy. If you want to make this relationship work, because I'm not, you are thinking about leaving. I'm not getting it back that your partner is thinking about leaving. This is something in your head, though. You're kind of rattling around whatever went on, whatever had you overthinking and exaggerating, even though person may have told you what was going on or what they were doing, or they stayed at work late because they had to fix a copy machine or whatever. You still kind of, I don't want to say guarded, but just kind of hedging your bets. Like, I don't know if I should stay, if I should go. Future energy, if I should make this commitment. Do we have enough of that invisible shit to make this work? Am I causing too many problems? Am I overthinking the situation? Do I need to, and it's not here, but it's the Two of Cups, emotional distance, creating some emotional distance. It's where you are with the commitment. You want the commitment, but you are really trying to think, is this going to be it, or am I going to have a problem? Do I need to go? It's not bad to have that thought, but remember, it's about balance. Just remember that, and remember that about your thinking. Whoever this is, I keep looking at this card, whoever this is, Taurus, I probably wouldn't venture here. Probably somebody that you know around work, or maybe at the gym, or the post office, or McDonald's, wherever. I probably, because it's a fire card, and it's singing the wrong song to me. I probably, if you are thinking about a little extra curricular leaving, I probably wouldn't do it for that reason. If you're going to leave because you're not happy with your situation with your partner or your lover. But don't leave in search of, because this is not coming back as a good thing. Future energy, the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups, we are always trying to rise above. Taurus is always trying to get on the firm ground, get out the water, get out the sky, get off the side of the mountain. We are trying to get up to firm ground. No rocks, none of that extra shit, just firm ground. And so as you're doing that, don't forget this part, as you're trying to move this relationship into another direction, remember to keep that balance. Look at the cups and keep that balance so you can get up there. Y'all hear me? The Devil card, let me just put it where it is. We would read that third party illuminating. This third party right here, you think about doing the hoo-hoo with? Somebody you don't really want to be tied up to, and that it is, and you guys can see the cards, and I promise I won't flip the video like I did last time. Sorry guys, I forget whose video I did it, but I have a film editor and I flipped it, and so all the cards were all backed up and wrong on the actual video. What you see here is what's actually here. So if you look, your centerpiece card being the Six of Coins, your overall energy being the Temperance card, this last row over here is what I'm looking at, because all of these are major arcana, and these are the final decisions that you make, the final actions that you take. So if you decide to stay, you work on the commitment and get above all the bullshit and deal with your lover where they are without a distorted lens, but also not to get caught up in no extra hanky-panky bullshit. Okay? But I'm looking at this last row where these major cards are, all but the Hierophant. Be thoughtful, and I hope you were thoughtful when you had your Tower moment. I hope you didn't just cut everything off and throw the baby out with the bathwater. Again, if you decide to stay, you want to stay for the right reason. You don't want to spend up all your relationship currency on some bullshit. There again, and this is a good way to understand relationship currency. When you get to this point right here and decide, I'm going to leave. And you blow it all out of proportion. Y'all fight, you do whatever. And then you decide, well, I'm going to stay. And you keep doing this. I'm going to go. I'm going to stay. Eventually, your partner going to be like, you know what? Why don't you just go? That's the currency I'm talking about. Y'all feel what I'm saying to you? So be careful. If you're going to go for the right reason. Don't go to hop into a hot mess. That's not what you're trying to do. If you go because for whatever reason this is not fulfilling to you. Or you don't feel like you're being heard, or you're not getting enough affection. Whatever it is, Go for a good reason and not no bullshit reason. If you decide to stay and commit and deal with the little intangible shit, the bonding that you have with your partner, so you can get above this. It's really right there. It will be, and you can bind. Come on now. You can commit and bind with this person. Not to say it's going to be easy, but the question you want to answer, is it worth it? To me, it feels like it would be worth it. If it were easy, here's easy right here. Hanging in the wings, waiting on some shit to just fuck up. And waiting to just jump at the moment you say, oh, I'm free. For what? Why? What's wrong with your self-esteem that you need to be hanging around waiting on me? It's flattering. I hear all of that. I get it. But really, knowing that you've had any kind of relationship with this person and have been through some things and they just waiting. I question that. In this energy, in another reading, in another year, maybe, but right now, no. Right now, that's truly not what you're trying to do. You want to make this with as little illusion, because this is really what this card is talking about, the illusion, with as little illusion as possible. But a lot of this is going to be on you, Taurus, to not be over-exaggerating, because illusion is not just you seeing what you want to see. Sometimes it's you blowing shit out of proportion to see something that's really not there. Spending up that damn relationship currency. I'm just saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm going to leave. I'm going to stay. I'm going to leave. I'm going to stay. And on the third time, they tell you, you know what, why don't you just go? Because you took all your chances. So you can have it, the relationship. And I'm not saying it's going to be good, bad, or indifferent one way or the other. It will take some work, and you are going to have to do your part. Major Arcana card, though. So just know what you're getting into or what you're not getting into, whichever way you decide to go. And this is not just for your current partner. Remember, this too. You definitely don't want to be, not good, and you will be caught up in something. You can be caught up in that, or you can be caught up in this. And I think you probably prefer to be with whom you're with now. It's just going to take you, Taurus, to get in balance. I know that's hard to hear, and it's hard for me to say because I'm not in balance either. But to get in balance, add some variety to your relationship. You come up with an idea for a change. Well, why don't we go to the movies? Why don't we go to the art museum? Well, how about we go here? Try something new. With all the technology that we have now, there is no reason why you can't try something new. You can't say you don't know about it, because all you got to do is open up your phone and say, Google, will you? And it will. So just words of wisdom there. Hopefully, Taurus, you will make a good decision whether you decide to stay or go, to deal with the situation or move on. And hopefully you'll make that decision based on good judgment, and hopefully you'll be able to moderate yourself back into balance so that everything is just not so exaggerated or one-sided. Let's see what the universe has for guidance. Hermit card. 5 of Cups. King of Coins. Yeah. Stick with your relationship, Taurus. Stick with it. Take a minute. Take a couple minutes. Matter of fact, take a couple days. Take a step back and look at. Things may not be the way you want them to be right now. But that doesn't mean they can't get there. Now, I'm not talking about trying to create somebody to be what they aren't already. But I'm talking about the circumstances and just time. Just give the relationship some time. And if that means you need to inwardly step away and do some processing so you don't have these moments and you don't miss this stuff, the good stuff, making you have tower moments. You know, have a little creepy dudes hanging out in the corner and shit waiting for you. Yeah. Step it back if you need to. That never hurt anybody to step back. The 5 of Cups Don't be stuck in misery because you can't change, Taurus. The energy that we're in right now is just that. It's about change. Uranus is about change. Uranus and Taurus is definitely about change. We're Tauruses. We like our feet planted firmly on the ground. However, the universe has other things for us, and we don't grow if we don't change. So don't be stuck in the mud. If you need to understand why you over-exaggerated a situation, again, step it back. So you're not wasting all your relationship currency on bullshit. I'm just saying. Universe is telling you you can have all the prosperity, abundance, and stability in the world with this person if you want it. That's if you want it. If you don't want it, and just look at where the cards are, y'all. Because the cards don't lie. If you decide to walk away, you don't have to worry about that. There's your Chariot card, that's your current energy. If you decide to walk away, you don't have to worry about none of this down here. It will all just go, because you will make the choice to leave this alone. If you get into this extra thing that might be hanging out there, you're going to have problems. You're going to have problems. You're going to have commitment problems. Now I'm picking up the reversal energy. You're going to have stability problems. Come on now. I'm just saying. So if you decide that you don't want to stay in a relationship anymore, all of this down here goes out the window. Now, if you decide to leave and you trying to do some old sneaky shit with somebody else, or you gonna half-ass hang on because you're not sure, y'all hear what I'm saying? Here and here causing you problems. I'm just saying. 3 of Wands and a Devil card. If you decide to stay in the relationship, the stability is there. You only need to make the commitment. You will be able to rise above as long as you are not distorted and exaggerating some shit. You'll be fine. Let's see what the Oracle has for guidance for Taurus. It ain't a bad reading. It ain't great. It's requiring us to change. I hate changing. I'm telling you now. I can't stand it. It makes me sick. But for real, if we want to grow, we got to change. And maybe some of us that are in these types of relationships where we're being challenged with new things and new ways of thinking about a relationship, you know, maybe what other people are doing is not bad. And I'm not saying oh crazy or oh we're all swingers now. No, I'm not talking about that. But something, it could be something as simple as going to church every Sunday or not going to church every Sunday. Or, you know, having family dinner or not having family dinner. But whatever it is, it's something that needs to change. And if you change it, you'll open yourself up to a new way of doing things. I hope you guys decide to stay and not take the Chariot ride across town. But, you know, do what you feel like you have to do or what you need to do for yourself. You know your situation better than I do. This is just a general reading for Taurus. So, as I say that, you're the boss. That's the first time I pulled this card out of this deck. You're the boss, Taurus. So, you're the boss. You're the boss. And that's just telling me everything that I just said to you. The change is on you. You need to get the balance. You're the boss.